coming up here. And then I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Who definitely knows we're seeing them right now? Actually looking right back into us there.
Yeah, like we said yesterday.
Something like Ogren and healing heroes. But it looks like in this game, they're just picking them out.
Okay, so he's going to have the unbridled outburst he's going to be able to have, which the dive composition that we have coming out from Aylo. It's just, is it going to be enough for the amount of CC that they have? And I'm very interested to see how this kicks off as we are going into the first game. BTK taking on Aylo Gaming.
Are kind of projected to lose the early game, but Aylo Gaming is going even, if not slightly ahead in the early game versus BTK.
Yeah, and you see, I honestly, I like the aggression. Ooh, actually, big pop-up here lands out there. Board comes down. Musashi finds himself a kill onto best player, 1-0 in favor of Aylo Gaming. We already see good going ahead and enforcing their will. They're going to go ahead, try to find themselves being very sneaky here.
This is very deadly. Ooh.
Yeah, down goes best player again. 2-0 for the side of Aylo Gaming. BTK trying to turn this thing around for them, looking for an objective here if they can kind of get into.
And we're seeing Aylo Gaming completely shutting down the pay early game. This is not what you want to see if you're a BTK fan here. They're down 2,000 gold here, and they likely get outscaled potentially here, but they go ahead and pick up a kill. Best player, he's on the board here.
Very interesting here. You did see that Lomax kind of flashed in there, tried to find the pickup on the Zane. Speaking of pickup there, I mean, I want to say that the only real chance what we're looking at for here is to hopefully have mobazane kind of get farmed up independently. Speaking of which, big pop-up lands on, I couldn't even see who that was. It was Fwydchickn who got caught up in
take out in these 3v1 fights.
Yeah, and I was going to say, oh, we do see that ultimate coming out from you, and does catch mobazane with a little far shot there as well. Shark's going to have to go ahead, find himself a quick ride home. But I was going to say, like, maybe, and a Shark got caught out in the bush, taken down as another kill for Aylo Gaming. 5-1. BTK is feeling the pressure here. Another pop-up there onto mobazane. Might be on the wrong side of Doxa there, especially on a Guan Yu with all the pushing there. Musashi finds himself another kill off screen up at the top lane, and that is going to be a tier 1 tower in the clash lane going over to Aylo Gaming. Be hard for them to find any momentum to go to catch up here. You can see already big pressure onto that golem. They're not able to find it. They do come in with the Guan Yu, find a push down goes the best player. We have the board on the ground, but look at the damage. Doxa gets taken down by mobazane. As we were talking about, he's been sitting there farming. Is it going to be enough for him to be able to put on the damage? Down goes Alonso, and they are chasing down the rest of Aylo Gaming. This might have been the field that they were looking for.
Not the Aylo Gaming getting some chip damage on the tower of the bot lane tier 2. We see Fwydchickn in a little bit of trouble here as they have 3 people on him. He gets dropped really low, but he does survive. But that tier 2 definitely goes down. Zane, we didn't quite see what happened, but Guan Yu pushed him into the grinder there that is Aylo Gaming, and he gets taken out. Not much here as Aylo Gaming looks to collapse on Shark here. They get some vision of Fwydchickn here. It looks like we got a fight breaking out here. All 5 members of BTK are here. This could be the fight if they set it up right, though. Best player getting dropped really low.
Yeah, and unfortunately we use that unbridled outburst. Defensively, Shark gets taken down there. Hoon is the next one on
that point where it is really, really hard to come back from. They're down 7,000 gold here. They're trying to death ball here, but Guan Yu's pushing 3 people. He does go down for that, though, as BTK seeing some life here, but no, once again, they trade it right back over. Off. They need to make something happen right now.
Yeah, and as you can see there, big pop-up lands. They do take down one high ground tower at the top now, surgically moving on to the next one. Find the best player again. We have a board down onto the ground, but it has trapped all the players under one. You see that mobazane gets taken out there, and believe that Fwydchickn is the next on there. Shark follows suit. It is just Hoon cold out there alone to protect his base, and I believe this is going to be game 1 going to Aylo Gaming.
Brutal ending there. Consoryu going straight into the base there using protective HOK, but they don't have that much synergy together. We see the following be watching out for the Futsu and Nua combinations here. Futsu being able to lock someone, gonna probably set the pace of the game here. Aylo trying to take it down here, but best player is right there. This might come down to a slight play. Dream Roam comes out onto Pei, lands, and Pei is forced to run away here. Tyrant is at half HP as the fight continues.
Oh, Aylo Gaming is actually forced to back up a bit there. They take a loss there, and that's going to open it up for BTK.
In this game, a lot of that gold is on to Hoon here on the Xiao Xiao. He's up 1,000 gold almost on new.
State your presence onto the enemy team. Here, you doing a great job hacking away at this bottom tower. Doesn't look like Fwydchickn's going to be able to save it here. Oh, we do have that Dream Room coming in there. It's going to pop up you. Is it going to be enough? We do have the Meteor Storm, but it is not going to be enough. You gets taken down in the backside. 3-1 for BTK. In comes Lomax, finds the push on the best player. He doesn't have that Dream Rope to get away. He is down. Looks like Fwydchickn might be in a bad way here. Running for the hills, gets caught by a cannon blast, and the rest of the team finishes him off.
Aylo says we can party too, guys. Sets up that emergence and takes their own little bit of an ambush there here. Maybe BTK burnt a little bit too many resources on the Futsu there, because once Aylo came in, they kind of all were on cooldown and not really able to fight. Speaking of fight, another fight comes out. Meteor Shower goes down here, and Hoon is doing a lot of damage on that Xiao Xiao.
He'll be able to kind of be that menace anywhere out there. We haven't really seen once we get to that point where she's able to kind of start spamming those annihilations out there to really start setting the tone here. Speaking of which, going to go in there. We do have a Dream Roll onto the backside, and another kill goes on to Lomax. And Hoon, or actually, no, that was a best player is going to be able to find a kill on to you. Now, going ahead, continuing their assault on to the Tyrant.
BTK is on fire this game, so we're up 4,000 gold, showing that they do deserve to be here. We saw mobazane use an aggressive infinite vastness there, not something you see very often, applying the dread onto the side of Aylo Gaming in-game and probably in real life too, as they are really ahead of this game. Whew.
Oh, they're trying for it. Especially when it comes to trying to charge down that mid or side lane to get those final few high ground towers. That's when Nua kind of becomes some of the most dangerous. You also have a Monty on the side there that can catch you with that cannon blast, with that box there. Here right now, doesn't look like BTK is taking any prisoners. They do find themselves high ground. Now strategically moving on to the next one, looking to see if they can catch themselves a second one. Speaking of which, dive into the back line onto BTK. They do find a kill onto Hoon. Now trying to chase down the rest of BTK. Fwydchickn in trouble, gets taken down as well. You finding himself to kill their 3 members of BTK. Are they going to be able to turn this thing around for themselves? Hoon, or no, actually, I believe, that was a Shark who was able to find himself a kill. But
build, it's just a full-on fight. So this is going to be among one of the last pushes. If Aylo Gaming is able to hold this off here, it might go all the way to Tempest.
Ooh, Alonso in the back line. I don't even think they see him. He comes in there, gets CC'd, and taken down very quickly. Hoon catches him with that Meteor Shower, and that is a man down 2, in fact, for Aylo Gaming. Just that one single mid high ground tower left for their side.
That should be it for the side of Aylo Gaming. It's going to be really tough to hold this 5v3 here, especially with the likes of Monkey, full tank Monkey here in the front lines here, pushing everyone through. And it looks like this is going to be our first game 3 of the day as BTK takes it 1-1.
Where she's not going to be able to take off to that mid and late game. And we're going to see if Aylo Gaming is going to be able to have that same on from Hoon. Here, we're going to take one last look at this lineup, trying to be safe. But we've talked about this before, too. Everybody's safe until these objectives get out on the board. And then we're going to have some problems, because then you're kind of forced to get that engagement.
This is like the calm before the storm here. You know, since no kills went down, both teams, they don't want to, go ahead and give up that kill here. It looks like BTK is playing really aggressive. They want it here, and they are bloodthirsty as they take out Dolia, but that's not it. Flowborn Marksman gets taken out too. Just like that, they don't just want 1, they want 2. BTK is on the board here.
Yeah, and just like that, this is what we were talking about before. Shades of what we've seen.
Strong and recall in the face of Aylo Gaming.
Yeah, right now, big oppression on the side. Oh, and just like we were talking about again, is Lomax able to find the pickoff onto mobazane for a mistake to be made by Aylo Gaming. And right now, they're just not providing that. Speaking of which, best player has been lapsed onto. Rest of the team locks onto him, puts on the damage, and he goes down quickly.
Look at that Kaiser there with the double ultimate. Just no real, I won't say no real strategy, but he just brute force and walks straight towards BTK. He knows he has the stats, he has the numbers there, and just takes out best player in front of his whole team. There's not much they can really do about it, as they're now pushing down the high ground BTK. This is getting bad really quickly for BTK.
Yeah, it's just so many answers on the side of Aylo Gaming when it comes to Kaiser and that. Oh, speaking of which, Fwydchickn in trouble is going to have to flicker himself to safety. Is a huge deal for the side of Aylo Gaming. It is really being that impressive front for BTK where they just cannot linger in range. Speaking of which, they're going to go ahead and try to dive in there. Hoon trying to set up some of those combos to get the CC on there. A couple of tower shots go on to Aylo Gaming, but they are continually trying to poke out this core. Now moving their attention onto the mid-high ground tower. Now they're going to go in. BTK sensing an opportunity, tries to get into there, finds a kill. Oh,
Honor of Kings here, as the side of Aylo Gaming is going to be continuously spawning elite minions. As you see Kaiser go ahead and once again force a fight. Let's see what happens.
yeah, best player in a bad way there. Ulted out and in between three members. He gets chunked down very quickly. That's going to be 40 seconds. He can't be back out on the map. You see Hoon on that new one, still trying to put out some of the damage. Fwydchickn comes in with the pincer move, not able to find.
It's basically stall it until Tempest here. That's really the only way you win when you have 3 high grounds down, because these lanes are going to be permanently pushing. Big fight comes out. Hoon gets a kill onto Dharma here. Critical crowd control. This could be what they need here. But it is not going to be easy, as all 3 waves are pushing, and that enhanced Shadow Vanguard is in that bottom lane there. They have the new one. They have the composition to try and wave clear here, but they might not have the juice to take out the tanks. Oh no!
Yeah, lots of comes in there. Yeah, and who gets taken down? mobazane is next on the docket. Oh, Fwydchickn is able to find a kill of his own, but gets taken down in game 3 very steadily, going to Aylo Gaming.